accelerating into its major threats. Wooded Foothills will be sacrificed here by Zan.
4 Ancestral Vision, 4 Cryptic Command is... That is a lot to go long.
Like somebody didn't get the memo.
Yeah.
Trying to play a long game around these parts.
I love the optimism.
Yeah. Better take that stuff somewhere else. There's Farseek. This is truthfully what I really like about Modern, is because people just kind of do what they want to do.
Yes.
You know, like there's a million different decks you can play. They're all good. You know, just by definition, there's a lot of powerful cards all in the same format and all in the same deck, so they're all good. It's just, you know, is what you're doing line up with what your opponent's doing? If yes, you might be okay. If not, you are going to get annihilated.
It has a lot of the same features of Legacy, which is, you know, you can play extremely powerful proactive decks, but unlike Legacy that has cards like Force of Will, you have to pick and choose what you're going to interact with. And I think it's not necessarily that they're purely reactive decks are bad. I think a lot of people just say, I don't want to go through the trouble of figuring out what threats I should be answering or what the metagame looks like, and it's just more efficient for me to do something powerful and proactive myself than figure out if I should be on Mana Leak or Cryptic Command or whatever those decisions look like.
Well, it'll be Zan's turn here in just a moment. Steve Mann, Grixis Control. Yes, Control. We have someone here in Modern trying to play Control.
4 Snapcaster Mage. 3 Tassiger, 3 Kolaghan's Command. Corey Burkhart would be proud. This is right out of his playbook.
Here's a Pia and Kieran Nallar. Will this resolve? Can't counter squall that. It's in there. 2 Thopters as well. We could terminate a third of it. Not exactly ideal, but you do got to get something off the battlefield with your control deck.
Also just got to spend your mana.
Yeah, you just can't not do anything.
Can't take it with you.
Mountain. Fulminator Mage.
Love it.
See you later, Stomping Ground. Now, Steve's got 2 Cryptic Commands in hand. The question is, can he get to it in a good spot? Cryptic Command, a wildly powerful card.
You can slow it down a little bit.
That is the question. Well, that might answer that. There's an Obstinate Baloth. I like Syed's plan here. Let's go a little more aggressive.
Well, you have to imagine, you know, Mann's hope for the matchup is he can sit back on his counter spells and just pick apart a few key cards, use Fulminator Mage to pick off Valakut if the game goes long and so forth. But playing Au Natural makes it a lot harder for Mann to line up the reactive cools. And he still has to have counter spells left back to be able to handle Syed breaching something through.
All right, we're going back over to Zan. No draw. Yeah, well, beatdowns. That's the easy part. Now you got to take some damage. He's down to 11. What's next here for Syed?
I mean, Syed's still on the surface doing pretty well here, and you can't say that Mann hasn't been interacting. Had a Terminate on 2 and a Fulminator Mage on 3.
Here's some real interaction. Farseek.
Well, this is the other dimension of the matchup here that Mann has to contain, even if he keeps Syed off of executing the combo. And even if he's able to terminate all of Syed's quality threats, he still has to beat Valakut plus Syed making land drops. It's a lot of different forms of interaction here. Mann also might feel like he just has to Cryptic Command just to kind of start to pull ahead a little bit. He can't just say go again. Or if he does, it's a huge opportunity cost.
I mean, he's got to do something.
This Farseek looks innocuous, but it is threatening because the Valakut long game is part of the equation here as well.
Well, it almost feels like right now your first cryptic command is, all right, counter your Farseek, bounce your Baloth, maybe?
No, I'm drawing a card here.
You want to draw a card
Trying to pull ahead, trying to get to 6 lands plus Snapcaster Mage.
Okay. All right, there's cryptic.
I would probably bounce a Thopter before I bounce the Obstinate Baloth, but I prefer drawing a card to both.
All right, counter draw it is. Snapcaster Mage, I believe, has been found. However, tick-tock goes at their clock here for Steve. And Zan, honestly, as there's a secure tri-ball to pass the turn back. We know man's pace is rather methodical. There's an Ancestral Visions.
Big dreams. He's a dreamer. A believer.
Clear eyes, full heart.
Yeah. Can lose with this on suspend.
Yeah.
Sakura Tribelder is great in this matchup too. It's just every little point of damage adds up, and when you need to pivot to the Valakut long game, it's great in that spot too. It's innocuous, but it's great here.
Oh, Kolaghan's command. They can discard the last card and take care of a Thopter, which was a Valakut. And now
A dreamer.
a Dreamer. Beat down a clock. Puts you to 4. Follow up, Forest, pass.
3.
Yep. Can we do it?
I'm rooting for him.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Yeah. It's going to be real tough.
Yep. But listen, he's got Snapcaster plus Terminate.
Yep.
He's got other removal spells in his hand. There's a path here.
There's definitely a route to victory. I don't know if he's going to have enough time to do it. Here they come. Snappy. Going to target Terminate, obviously. Terminate will go after the Baloth. Snappy going to block the Tribelder. This is an interesting decision. You want to get the Tribelder off the battlefield? And the Snapcaster Mage, a little damage exchange, or just sacrifice the Tribelder for a land. Looks like they're just going to do a little damage exchange. And now there is another Foothills past the turn back, but no Valakut yet here.
Right, that got taken out of his hand there earlier on when Man was able to
command.
use the Kolaghan's command to get the last card out. Syed was trying to sandbag it there for a while, got trapped with it as the last card.
Quick count on Ancestral Visions.
2.
Got it.
So close.
There's Serum Visions, draw a card. Scry 2. One on top, one on bottom, looks like for Man. Looks like he's going to split the difference. He will. Scalding Tarn. A little less life to work with. Gonna pass.
Shatter discard in the draw step.
Ooh, I like that.
Love it. Hopefully not an Obstinate Baloth if you're an S-Man
That
fan.
wouldn't that be horrible?
So maybe as a hedge here he considers. Okay, I was wondering if maybe he would get the Snapcaster back and try to play that game, but
No, I like his line a lot. Will Man sacrifice this Scalding Tarn and go down to 2? He will. I don't think 3 is much different than 2 in this matchup.
I mean, it is because of P and Kirin, but
Fair.
I think again, Mann just needs to be spending his mana. He's not out of the woods yet. He's got
not at all.
kind of got to get things moving here a little bit. Plus, time is an issue.
Zan does have a
Sudden Shock.
three of them.
There's no way they're in his deck.
3 of them in his sideboard. I'm just going to put that out there.
1.
That's where Visions is. There is Scalding Tarn. Mann has the same amount of life as his Ancestral Visions has counters.
It's so exciting.
Let's get nitty gritty out here, folks. There's a watery
This is a
grid.
good sweat.
That's a great sweat.
This is a great sweat.
Here's Visions with access to Cryptic Command mana. Draw a card, scry 2. Fulminator Mage appears to be in the pile. Not sure he's interested. About 3:30 on the clock. The walls are coming in at every angle right now at Steve Mann. Pass the turn. Sacrifice of Foothills. Zan will fall down to 22. Taylor Swift's favorite number.
S-Man getting sudden shocked out here with the Ancestral would be so good. I mean, it's brutal even by my standards for such things. But
4 mana. Madcap Experiment.
I'm a little surprised to see this in post-board against the Terminate Cryptic Command deck.
Yeah, me too. I mean, you got to counter it, but I am surprised it's here.
Right, it's just, I don't know. Doesn't seem great to me.
Nailed it.
It happens.
3 cards coming.
Back at something resembling parody.
Dream big.
Yes.
Here's a Serum Visions. Draw, scry 2.
We need this. In a world of pessimism, we need to see 4X Ancestral Vision happen. We need this.
That is a Spire Buff Canal.
Sunshock's still very good here.
Yeah. No argument there. Pass the turn. Steve Mann will draw a card. Oh, yeah. Are we going to play?
So nice we do it twice.
Are we going to play 4 more turns? Yes, we are.
Yes. This has the makings of a draw.
Yeah. Blood Crypt. Pass the turn back. Wooded Foothills. Pass. Visions down to 3. Snappy.
That's a clock.
That's a way to win. This is Fulminator Mage? Oh, yeah. Another clock. In regards to the real clock, 1:33 and counting. Ugh.
Okay, that slows the clock down. That is unfortunate.
Yes. So this is a neat spot. Zan has 2 Cinder Glades, a Stomping Ground, 2 Mountains, and a Wooded Foothills.
Yep.
And a Valakut. Steve can't move with this Fulminator Mage. Here's a Snapcaster Mage.
So we can get back Kolagon's command, make him discard a card, and get the Fulminator Mage out of his graveyard?
The discard is through the breach. He
Okay.
will get Fulminator Mage.
So now he has Stone Rain and Response Stone Rain available to him.
Going to do a quick check on the Ancestral Visions.
2.
Indeed. Here's an attack for 4. Syed down to 18. Fulminator Mage. Pass. Draw. Whoa.
Whoa!
What is this?
Sunshock. Hopefully.
You're a cruel, cruel man. You want the Sudden Shock slow roll more than anyone I've ever met.
I would like a tap 8 Sunshock with 6 floating.
Not for the faint of heart.
And now we are in turns.
Yes, we are. We will confirm the time in the round just to make sure that we are in turns here. And we are. So it is turn 0 Zan Syed will also have turns 2 and 4. Steve Mann will have turns 1, 3, and 5 to somehow deal 18.
Well, 1, 3, and 5 means he does get his 3. He does get his cards.
That's true. That's true. He will resolve potentially a second M Special Visions in a modern game of Magic. They have a 3-minute time extension, apparently, because they are in the feature match area. That's why we did want to confirm. Now, here is sacrificing a Wooded Foothills. May I do this? Question mark. Go after that. Float a red mana. Get a basic mountain. Never mind. Gonna get a Stomping Ground.
Yeah, I'm sure it's a small thing, but Zaid, I'm pretty sure, would just prefer to be drawing his basics than thinning the duels out.
Uh-oh. Platinum Empyrean. Surprised this part of his deck is still here.
Yeah. Also, Steven has Kolagon's command in his deck.
Yeah, yeah, here's a Snapcaster Mage. Yeah,
I mean,
for the future, I would sideboard that part out.
Listen, we've been talking about S-Man dreaming big.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. All right, Vision's down to 1. It was destroy target artifact, get back Tassiger. Beatdowns. Push it to 11. Drew a counter Squall. Now it's going to be a 1-mana Tasker, I believe. Yep. Five cards will be delved away. This just might be Zan's final draw step. What is this? Madcap Experiment again? That's countered. Lose 2 as well. Thinks counters 1. That's going to do it. Steve Mann going in this match over Zan Syed. 2 games to 1. Grixis Control going to take care of Red-Green Breach with the old Madcap Experiment. And for the S-Man, a man who just won a Magic Online PTQ relatively recently, 5-1 here in Atlanta.